Hey, yo, welcome everybody. Mr. X in the audience, what's up? Y'all know me. I'm Trent, aka TD, and I had some things to do, and I figured why not stream them. What's up, Flaxy? Uh, so we're gonna do some testnet stuff. I'm gonna show y'all how I make mutable NFTs. There's several ways to do it. It's important to note that. In fact, almost everything that you see me do is going to be like the way that I do it. Might not necessarily be the best way, might not be even the recommended way. I mean, I think they are, but just remember that. And that's with any tutorial. You're probably watching preferences. So yeah, let's get started. I posted some links in the Discord. I will grab them really quickly and throw them up here again so that they're in the chat for anybody who watches this later. And we're going to start on the testnet because that's what you do. Like I said, I think that's a good tell for projects that are either nefarious or not serious or are rushing or haven't done their research and their homework on the chain they're about to start a business on. So it's important to me. I look for it. I know that there's other community members who that'll be part of their review process. Did the project start the testnet? So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. All right. So what you're looking at here is the Anchor application, which is the sole download link. I know that's a mess that pasted there. Yeah, that's a mess. We're going to be, hey, Vegas. Hackers, we're going to be we're going to set up a testnet account first, and then we're going to make some NFTs and some pre-mint stuff. If you downloaded Anchor, yours will not look like this. It'll look a lot plainer. In fact, it will look like you won't have this. You'll need to go in this little cog in the upper right-hand corner. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can I maximize this? No, I can't. There's a little gear icon. You need to click on that. The second option down, I believe it's set to this by default. Do not display advanced options, and you want to turn that on because you want to be able to get to this tools thing on the side. I thought TD was a little now I'm AI and deepfake, dude. Then the next thing we want to do is go over to manage keys. And I'm sorry, I'm going to blaze through this just because there's tons of tutorials and there's definitely resources out there for you to see how to do this if you're missing any part of it. I just kind of wanted just anybody who could keep up and try to follow along. That'd be cool. So you click on generate key pairs, generate key pair times 2. You have 2 buttons here. The first and most important one is the save keys to wallet. And you'll have set up a password. So that password there is for Anchor itself, and you cannot change it. And that's fucking super important to know. So don't do something stupid like use like the Google suggested password. Like think of something that you're going to remember, but it's also secure because there's no changing it. And it's a terrible design, but yeah, we'll be able to rewatch it. It just is what it is. And it's super important to know that you cannot change your password. So once we put that in, it's like key saved. You have a nice green check mark. And so what we want to do next is copy them to our clipboard. Now these keys, what I have in my clipboard are super important, especially if you're on the mainnet. I'm not going to expose them because I don't want you guys seeing any bad habits. I'm going to treat the testnet just like I would the mainnet. So I'm going to go off the screen here. What I personally do is I grab a notepad and I throw it in there and I save this text file. And there's going to be all kinds of people who are like super technical that hear this and they're going to say, ugh, and cringe. And it's whatever. I don't care. I save it to my cloud storage. It is what it is. Okay, so I got it. All right. And so now the next thing that I want to do is, oh shit, you know what? This is for the mainnet. Ha! I'm leading you guys the wrong direction. I'm sorry. This is how you will make a mainnet. See, I told you I'm tired and sleepy and probably going to fuck this up. Everything I just showed you would be how you would make it would be no different than what I'm about to. I'm just going to skip all of this because it's a test net and I forgot that we get the keys somewhere else. So that's funny. Y'all know how to get your keys to make a mainnet account now. For the goddamn testnet, we just go to, so this link here that I have, it's the faucet.waxsweden.org/create_account. And then it has 2 brackets, testnet account name here. So it just needs to be 12 characters, exactly 12. Yeah, am I testnetting you? Yeah. This is going to probably happen a lot. Hopefully I'll catch it just as fast so I don't screw you guys up too much. We'll need to edit that on the VOD. Welcome, everybody. My name is Trent, aka TD. We're going to do some testnet stuff. Let's get started. A 12 character. Hell yeah, dude. So I'll go with NFT game card, and then I'll use a Z this time because I know that I already have this with an S. I should be good. All I do is just hit enter, and it already exists, you motherfucker. All right. I can use numbers. I can only use lowercase a through Z. Has to be lowercase, has to be 12 exactly. And it can be the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 cannot be 0 or higher than 5. So let's try 1. Boom, that one worked. And so now, if you can see that, it's giving me 2 sets of keys, an active with a public, an active private, an owner public, and an owner private. And there's my account name, NFT game card 1. What I'm going to do next is go. Oh yeah, you like that? That was pretty sweet. We want to go over to blocks next. And so with blocks, I think you can do everything in Anchor. There's a few places where you can do things. I use blocks for the same reason that I find myself using the same marketplaces. It's just force a habit, and I've been doing it forever, and I can't break away and adapt to change. So I'm going to use blocks. I need to have an account, right? So how would you do it if you don't have a fucking account already? Interesting. I don't remember. I'm going to have to ping Recurrier. How did I get my first testnet account? Because I know you have to be logged in here. This is interesting. Because an account has to create it, right? Or no? Can I just import it? I don't need to use this, right? This is the mainnet again. I think I'm acting crazy again. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't need to use blocks. Again, I did it. All right, let's take 3. So now if I want to go to manage wallets, that's where I want to be. Import accounts, import an existing account, import private key. Yeah, I keep taking you guys down the mainnet path. We don't need to go down that path. So everything is right here and done for us already. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that. I put the private key in, and I can see that it gives me NFT game card at active. Check the box, import the account, put in my password. And I'm going to import both. I think there might be some tutorials out there that tell you not to. I would always import both of them. And I will tell you what the difference is here in a second. All right, so I got my owner. Okay, and then I guess just really quickly, let me just cover this so that y'all can see it. If this were the main net where I was trying to take you, you would go over here to create account. You basically do the same thing here. You would throw one of each public keys, and not the private, the public keys. You would put your 12 character name in like we did on the URL, and then we would hit create account. And this would create the account. We would then take our private keys that we got out of Anchor, the first way that I showed you that was wrong. put those private keys in the same way I just did, and boom, now you have a mainnet anchor. But we're on the test net. We're good. I should be signed in to, yeah, NFT game card one. Yay. All right. Now I use Firefox for strictly testnet stuff. I keep the mainnet and the testnet compartmentalized. I just never want to be on like testnet atomic, testnet nifty, or testnet blocks, or testnet anything, and forget and do something stupid, or think that I'm not on the main net and do something that I think I'm on the test net, but on the main net. So because Firefox is terrible, I can never mistake that I'm on it. And so that's just the way that I make the connection in my head. All right, so now we're going to go over to ahub. As you can see, there's no cloud wallet. It's not an option because we don't have our access to our private keys. There we go. Got the account. Sign the transaction. Do this stupid nonce signing. Good to go. And then we're going to go up to NFT creator. All right. And so now we're going to create a new collection. Now, what I'm about to tell you, nobody's ever said ever publicly, probably never written it, probably don't even fucking know it. So it's important. So listen, on the mainnet, you will be able to do this with a cloud wallet. Do not do that. Never start a collection with the cloud wallet. You don't have the keys to it. So if that collection, I'm hoping that you're not just trying to do it for the weekend or for, a couple of weeks, and it's more of a long-term project. If it becomes super valuable, like you don't own it, you don't have the keys to it. Now I know that the 2023 roadmap said that they're going to work a way to get those cloud wallet keys. Until that happens, treat it as if it doesn't belong to you, and never use a cloud wallet for your collection. Now, the next thing that nobody ever tells you. So I'm signed into NFT Game Card One, and because I have a custom wallet, I'm probably going to go ahead and use that same name because I think that I have to, right? Uh, but I don't. Um, let's say, for example, I wanted to be Castle's NFT Go. I think is it. Yeah, it's in there. Let's say that there's already a collection out there, and um, or I guess it wouldn't work because the collection would exist. My point being is the wallet and the collection do not have to match, and the reason why I chose those guys. Let me check to see if they're still fucking wrong, or we'll take a look at our friend Nick over at Landbox. Let's see if he ever fixed his either. I don't think they did either. So if you click on the collection here, you can see that they did exactly what I just told you guys not to do. They created this collection with a WAM, and that's just bad form. And then now if we go over to blocks and we throw this name into, if we search for it, it says, uh-oh, wax account not found. So what does that mean? That means that everything I showed you on how to create an account with Anchor, you can go and create this. And it's just a huge security flaw. Be used for trolling. It can be used for all kinds of malicious behavior. And it's a huge flaw of the AA standard, in my opinion. Castle's NFT Go is the same way. There's a bunch of them the same way. Um, I feel like the ability to say, go to Atomic Hub, find our collection, and send money or NFTs or assets to our verified or our whitelisted account, like you're going to fool people, man, and that's stupid. So anyway, make sure that you're not using a cloud wallet on your mainnet, and I would get a less than 12. I would get a premium name if you could, but I want to get into that right now because I'll get too far off topic. Net cards, we'll call them, and NFTP. Damn, I have to fill all this out in the fucking test net. Are you serious? Let's put this open there. Yeah, there we go. I want this here, but for whatever reason, you need the keys to let someone new on the project to do something. Won't be able to do it. Yeah. Why do you say that, BD? I'm curious. All right. All right. Boom. Collection created. All right. So there we are. NFT game card. Oh, got you. All right. So then I go to manage collection. From here, I can see my NFTs, my templates, if I had any, my schemas, if I had any. We're going to get into all of that right now. I'm going to click on create new NFT. First option is select schema. So there's schemas, and it's a hierarchy, right? So at the top of the pyramid is the schema. Next comes the template. And then after the template is the NFT. And I'll show you how that works. And if you've never made NFTs on Wax before, the way that I'm about to show you is going to be different than what anybody else shows you, most likely. But it's dope. And wait till you see it, right? So let's say that I'm going to make some promos. Okay. So that's my schema name, promo. I would strongly suggest that you don't make a schema for every different like category. Like that's essentially what a schema is. It boils down to. It's going to be like categorizes a group of NFTs together that have shared like attributes, right? Why is this pasting a bunch of times? What's going on, BD? Why are you doing that? That's weird. Yeah, schemas are like the highest level, the uh, the categories, right? So you can see here they pre-populate 3. Oh, gotcha. I just want to make sure that like someone didn't hack your system and whatever. They give you name, image, and video. I'm kind of glad that they finally realized how broken this was, because as developers, the many different places a front image of the NFT could end up. It's super frustrating. So they're trying to standardize it, but just know that like let's say you needed 2 names for whatever reason. Well, you can add new attributes. If you needed to change these or you didn't want them at all because you just weren't going to use them, you're not forced to have them on Wax. Atomic Hub is forcing you to have them through their UI. There's a way for you to get rid of all 3 of these. You can mint an NFT or a schema with nothing, I believe. I think you can, just a name. There's 2 buttons of importance here. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. If I was gonna record this and put it on YouTube, I would probably have done maybe like a trial run like this. We'll see. Um, if you want to add a new attribute, like so, I do like because I always want to add a description. Usually, over here, this radio button is on simplified, and that's just being nice. What it really means is like types for dummies, and it's good because I'm a dummy, and if you're new at this, you probably are too. Um, you have an integer, which is just a number, right? Well, not just a number. It's a number between 0 and infinity, right? Um, not a decimal number. That's what a floating point number is. That's a number with a decimal. Uh, text is A through Z, and then it also does include numbers, but it includes numbers that you're not going to add. Like for example, like a social security number. You're never going to add that with like we're not going to add ours together and get some like our kids won't be ours two added together, if that makes sense, right? Um, and all everything on a keyboard, anything you fucking type is text. Very simple. Image, I honestly do not know how that type is uh, parsed on the back end. I feel like this is something specific, but I'm going to ask so that the next time I do this, I'll know. IPFS hash, self-explanatory. Um, Oh, that reminds me. Y'all didn't tell me to turn my music back on. And the last one is Boolean. Boolean is true or false. And that's the same across. Anytime you hear that silly ass word, Boolean, it just means binary or true or false, on or off, 0 or 1, all the same, Boolean. And then if we turn simplified types off, look how crazy this shit gets. And it looks super intimidating. It's not really. I mean, it is and it isn't. So we still have integer and we still have floating. It's just called unsigned. So like we're literally talking about like the negative sign. So if it's a positive only number, is an int, or no, if it's negative, it's an int. If it's a positive only, it's unsigned. Does not have a sign, unsigned integer. And the numbers next to them is how many bytes. So it's like the size. It's not always 64. That's just all you need to know. If you're putting uint 64 for everything, and what are the other ones? 64 for everything. You're doing it wrong. You're reserving way more resources than you could possibly need. Like I've seen like legit numbers that could only possibly go up to 8 digits. Like for example, like a social security number is never going to exceed the whatever it is. What is it, 9? So you don't need a uint 64 for that, or an int 64. It's never going over 9. So just be cognizant of that. I don't know what it defaults to. It's simplified. I never looked. Let's add one more here. We'll add a data one because that's fun. But create, our schema is now created. And so the next part would be creating a template. And this is where what I'm going to show you is going to be different than anywhere else you'll see, because they're going to be like, okay, you come in here and you set your max supply, which you do need to do that. So let's say I'm going to do 25 because that's actually what I'm doing. Here we can toggle on whether it's transferable or not, which is it's a lot of there's a lot of utility. I feel like, or use that you can get, use cases for non-transferables. If you ever see the abbreviation NTT, that's non-transferable token. That's what they're talking about with this toggled so that you can't transfer it, right? The next one is asset can be burned or cannot be burned. It has to be one or the other, I believe, no matter what. But because otherwise you're just putting shit that people can't get out of their wallet, which is funny, but you could really clog up their resources. I think even at the contract level, it has to be one or the other. Quick funny story. So BD, do you remember when they had the wax backed on the front of the NFT? Like it was up in like the corner and it showed you how much wax was backed to it. And there was also a time when there were free drops on Atomic Hub, and you could just go and grab some free NFTs and hopefully flip them for a little profit. Well, this troll one time put out this drop for free NFTs, and he photoshopped like the wax backing, so it looked like it was coming with 10 wax back to it, and it's free. Like, dude, this is free money. Who doesn't like this? And I definitely fell for it. I probably put like 100 of them in my wallet, and they were all non-transferable. So I couldn't, like, you have to burn them one at a time. And it was pretty frustrating, but hilarious also. Kudos to that troll for getting me on that one. So yeah, those are what I'm going to leave these both on because I want them both to be able to be transferred. And I should turn this off. Fuck y'all if you're trying to burn my NFTs, but you never know if I want to do a burn. If this is off, you won't be able to do any blends or anything. Okay, now for the attributes. So these are the same as we saw before. So as you can see, like that was kind of like a template for where we are with the template. And it's just a hierarchy, right? The important thing to remember with most things in NFTs and wax and blockchain is most things are not reversible, right? So like if I do something, for the most part, this is definitely not a blanket rule, but if I do something, it's always going to be there and I can't take it out. But if I forget something, I'm probably okay because I can probably add to it. And that is also the case here, right? So, like I was saying earlier about the schemas, like don't go fucking nuts with your schemas. Like try to find something where it'll encompass as large of a area as possible. Because if you need a few more attributes that are not going to be universal across, like you can just add them. Like they're all going to have a name and an image most likely. And if you have a like specialized collection, like there might be a few more that they're all going to have, and you're going to know that. And so you can set up a schema and you can call that like series 1 or something. And then from series 1, you can do all of your other templates and all the other crazy shit you want to do. And you can set that, like when you select this schema, like when I came in after it's already made, that add attribute will still be there, just FYI. But once you add them, remember, you can't take them away. You cannot add anything from here. This isn't the template. Now let me just show you what happens if I set. So I'm going to set my name here, but that's it, right? I'm just going to set the name. I'm not going to set the image. I'm not using video. I'm not setting the description, not setting the data field. That's it. Just going to set the name, click agree, and approve it. Boom. I've created a template now for the NFT with the name of TD, and it's going to have a 25 mint run. So 1 through 25. And you can see that right here, right? So collection name is TD. There's my template ID number. This is how many I'm going to mint now. So that's where I'm at. But as you can see, like it still has no image. Like what's up with that? And I'm going to show you something about what happens when you set a template without an image. And that's also important to note. But because I set my name at the template level, this is now immutable. I cannot change this. There's nothing I can do about it. Like I've done a lot of thinking about what attributes I feel like should always be immutable and which ones are stupid to ever set them as immutable. I've landed on, for the most part, unless it's like one-off cases, name should be set for identification purposes and just visual recognition. Like even if there's no image, I can still look at it and say, okay, well, that's a TD. Obviously mint number is immutable. It's by default, but like literally that's it. Like I can't think of any reason why you would set the image to immutable. It doesn't make sense to me. Like why would you want to, like why are you committing so hard to you never needing to change that image? Like what if 100 years from now that image is illegal? Like, you know what I mean? Like there could be some crazy one-off and you're screwed because you said you're never going to change it. So what I do at this point, there's these drop downs. I come here and I set these all to immutable, and I start filling them out. So now with your images, you can theoretically use Atomic Hub's uploader. I've like done it once, I think, ever. We use Pinata, so it's pinata.cloud. I could drop this to you. And we definitely have a premium, so I'm not going to front like this is free, though I think it might be. I don't remember. I upload them to them here. And if y'all remember earlier how I was saying everybody who makes NFTs does images differently and they put like some different data in, they call it something different. Like back in the day, this was spelled out fully. It was like IMAGE, but then some people did IMG, some did like IMG_1. It was a fucking mess. It's, getting better now that it's standard with that free for 100 pinned. Oh, nice. Holla. I technically could just throw and I can show you this too. I can show you this in real time. If I take everything, but all right, so that's just the IPFS hash. If y'all can see that, you probably can't. All right, so this is just the IPFS hash here. That's all that's in there. And as you can see, the TD showed up. Now, if I put the full URL back up it, boom. I guess that didn't prove anything to you because you guys didn't see if it went away and came back. Trust me, it did. It accepts it that way also. I could also, if I had like I don't have to use an IPFS hash. If I just wanted to host the images on my own website, Warsaken does this. If you've ever looked at Warsaken metadata, you'll notice that their IMG is not a IPFS at all. It's their own URL domain, their own path, and I believe, I never confirmed this just because I feel like it was a silly question that I knew the answer to. I believe it's done this way because of the size and the quality. Like their images, like they're awesome. Incredible artwork, and it's usually motion, animated, which are big files. And it's not that IPFS can't handle IPFS can handle whatever you give it. Oh, dude, it's they are another just like a miserable experience, like for devs. They've given me so much trouble. In fact, Wax Cloud Wallet, up until like a few months ago, like you couldn't even see them if you went like into WCW and like there's a little viewer in there. Like, yeah, Warsaken wouldn't show up because nobody knows how to parse that image, and that's the standard's fault. That's not anybody else's. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. They should, or if they were, it needs to be a specific type that lets you know that. So anyway, this is set to mutable. Now I can type in my description. I can say winter TD 1 of 25. I don't know. Something I didn't mention, damn it. When we were building the schema, and we'll take a look back at it, but please be consistent. And there's nothing worse for my OCD but to see 3 default fields, name, image, and video, all lowercase, and then some uppercase shit down here because you added like it just looks stupid and sloppy and unprofessional, and I'm gonna judge you off of that. So just stay with consistent all lowercase, or go around the defaults and put everything capitalized, put everything uppercase. Just be consistent with it, because that inconsistency drives me nuts. It's bad form. 6-bit will tell you that you don't want to do that in coding. You want to have good naming conventions that are consistent. And then for data, we'll just mash the keyboard. There we go. Now you can use Comic Sans as long as it's all lowercase, or it's all uppercase, or it's all capitalized. All right. So now we have, we're only minting 1 of these. That's not correct, right? So good thing that popped up, because I'm going to go ahead and drop all 25 of them, max mint. Yeah, Comic Sans is terrible. I think you knew that's why you said it. Theoretically, it wouldn't drive me that crazy. I see it more often than I like. All right, number 25. This all looks good. I think I'm good. Let's go ahead. I'm on the testnet. If I screw something up, okay, I know why that is. I probably put this shit here. Probably can't put those special characters. We'll see if that was it, though. Oh, shit. I know what it is. Now it's going to fail again. Watch this. Ha! All right. Does anybody know why this is failing? Anybody want to take a guess as to why this is failing? And I just did what I had prepared in my head when we got to the pre-mint packs and pools. Like I was gonna hammer something to you guys, because it's like I see projects do it all the time, and like I judge them so harshly for it, because it's been happening forever. I don't have any RAM. I forgot to add RAM. So there's a second faucet.waxsweden.org. Get token ? And then you put in your same thing. You just hit enter, and oh, you motherfucker! I forgot I did this earlier. So you can only get up to 1,000 free wax, and it's testnet wax, so you can't really do anything with it other than work on the testnet. This particular faucet is IP I believe 6-bit could probably figure out how to get around this. But I'm gonna have to just transfer. You would just come here and hit enter after you put your name in twice, and then it would give you 1,000 wax, and you would be good. I'm gonna have to transfer some fake wax to my other fake wax account. You have to be whitelisted to use the pack function on NFT. Oh, that's a good question. Shit, that's a good question. I don't know. Did you have to before? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a great question, dude. I'm gonna star that one. Nice. Yeah, dude. Yep. Yeah, you go to the faucet, or you just ask me and I'll send it because I usually have some. But yes, that's that other link. You just go there and hit your faucet. Make sure you tap it off. All right. I need to add resources too, so I can do that from right in here. I definitely do not have. Wait, what? Did I not just get? Yeah, I got 7. So why is this talking shit like I'm broke? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna buy 200 wax. And we're gonna have to do this again, and I'm actually going to remember to tell y'all to do it this time. All right, now we'll try this one more time. I have room for 25 NFTs in my wallet now. Boom! You successfully minted 25 NFTs. I'll go to my inventory. Hell yeah, there they are, right? Now remember these, I set these images as mutable. Now, depending on how many and how tech savvy you are, it's not impossible for you to use mutable attributes if you don't know how to code. It's annoying, but it's not impossible. What you could do if you did not have a script or a tool that maybe somebody's building for one, you would come to your collection. You would go over here to templates. And oh no, wait, do I go to templates? Yeah. Why is there only one here? Interesting. I know I can edit from in here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, right there. I don't have to go to templates, no. It's defaulted right where it needs to be. So if you go into your collection and scroll down, you have this edit button here now, right? And so the mint numbers aren't populated yet. Let me refresh to see if they're ready. And let me go get another image while we're doing that. So we'll see we'll take our jam college pick'em winner TD and use that one. That's just the letter G too. There's no copyright infringement. And we come over here to edit. And since these, so remember again, I set my name at the template level. So that's immutable. These ones I set as mutable. So let's go ahead and drop that in there. I bet you if I scroll up, nope, it's not going to show me it. Just click save. You have successfully updated your NFT. I don't believe you. Show it to me. Look at that shit. Holla, right? Now, if you didn't have a script, theoretically, you could come in here and do that for every single NFT. It would be tedious as hell if there were any more than I'd say, I don't know, like 100. I would probably start going crazy. I use a script to do it, and I'm building a tool for y'all to do it with. I don't know that there is any And that's stupid because we should be doing this. There should have already been tools like this out there in the community. Why aren't there? It's very frustrating to me. Yeah, baggy holder. I don't know if there's any questions. I'm sure y'all would have fired them at me. But yeah, so that's one way to change the mutable attributes. Let me just really quickly. I don't know if I explained to y'all why I'm using the private gateway. So I've tested almost every single way that I could think of to do a mutable image. I know that Stuck at 6 p.m., who was like the godfather of mutable NFTs on Wax, does them differently than I do. He told me like way back in the day that the way that he was doing them, if you've ever looked at his NFTs, which are, I believe, the currency cards were the ones, right? And so if we go to the currency cards, so if we look at these here, you'll notice that so the front is static and the back is dynamic. So this is the one that's got the current value of nano, whatever that is. And the reason being is caching, right? As a developer, caching is great, and it's the worst thing ever because it just screws with you at the wrong time all the time. And this is one of those times. If you were to set it to the front is cached, I guess a lot heavier. I don't know what the word is, longer. You'll change the image and it won't change, and you'll have to wait for the cache to expire. It does not do that if the URL is different. I was talking with one of the devs in the community about a better way to do it, but that's the reason and explanation as to why. Private gateway, full URL, not just the IPFS hash. And believe it or not, on the testnet, like I shit you guys not, like it's because I'm doing this on the testnet here, and again, I think this goes back to cache. It would make sense to me. This is going to load faster on the mainnet now. So when I hit Atomic Hub mainnet, these images, I believe, are still in the cache floating around. So another reason to use the testnet, your images to load faster. All right, I have to make one more set of NFTs. I'm going to go to Manage Collection, create new NFT, select schema, promo schema, which it's already created. It's got those 5 attributes. Select a template. I'm done with the TDs. They're completely minted out, all 25, so I need to create a new one. I'm also going to do 25 of these. Gonna let it be transferred, let it be burned. We're gonna name this one Sani. And we are not setting anything else because we want all of this shit to be mutable. Only setting the name. Click create. I agree. Create template. Sign the transaction. Now we move on to the NFTs. We're gonna not forget this time. Copy 25. This is immutable. I'm gonna go down and make sure that I'm checking all of these first so I don't forget any of them, because that would be sad. And then I'm gonna go get my Winter Sani. Oh, look at that adorable face. And it's hard to see. And there's my Sani. Description in, type real fast. Boom. And but they're all mutable. We're good to go. So I haven't messed with this unlockable content because Pinata also offers it. They have for a very long time. It's called submarining, and I've built some cool shit with it. I don't know at all how Atomic Hubs works. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was annoyed that they were claiming they were the first ones to ever do it or something stupid like that. All right, so now I got all of my Sannies. Everything looks good. Notice how I have I have this one. The name is the only immutable attribute. Everything else is over here. All this shit looks good. I think I'm ready to go do some creator shit now. So now I'm going to come over here to Nifty Testnet. I'm going to sign in here, and I'm probably going to make some mistakes here. So just whatever. Get out of here, Barrow. We definitely do not do this on a Thursday. Where the fuck do I go? My NFTs, maybe? No. Where are the creator tools at? God damn it. Collections. This is funny. I don't even know how to... Oh, create. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we want to go down to create. So in order for any marketplace... I am on Nifty. Oh, everything I did before? Yeah. I explained that. You might not have been on Rec. I had explained that I still use blocks because I do things the way I always do them. Even now that I know that I can probably do everything in the same place, I just don't because it's just force of habit. It's what I'm comfortable with. It's what I know. I don't have to think too much. I don't have to worry about making a mistake. Nothing being new, etc. If you guys remember earlier when we were setting the template without an image, I said that I was going to tell you something about that. And it's like the one gotcha that you have to remember. If I want to set up a drop, but before I do anything, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to set my fucking RAM. Do not set up a drop. Do not set up a blend. Do not set up anything without setting your RAM first, because what happens is you'll launch your drop or you'll launch your blend, and your users, aka your customers, are going to go try to buy that thing, and they're going to get a nasty red message that says some shit about code and milliseconds and this, that, and the other thing, and they're going to ask, and somebody like me is going to say, yeah, the idiot project founder didn't buy enough RAM or buy RAM. Rec knows what I'm talking about. Projects did it all the time. I've seen big projects who had no fucking business not setting their RAM, forgetting it. So please, for the love of God, if you guys don't take anything away from this at all, or if you only take one thing away, let it be this. We need to set some drop RAM if we're setting up a drop. So let's do that. In fact, I'm going to just go in and do 100 wax for everything. So that way, drop RAM. Yeah, dude, don't forget it, dude. It's just embarrassing. It would be like having a grand opening and forgetting to have the electrician come turn the electricity on, and everybody shows up and you're like, hey, no, there's no lights, so y'all can't see nothing, but welcome to my store. Yeah. Yeah, FYI, the number it shows for NFTs on RAM is estimated. That's a great point. I'm doing this so fast, y'all probably aren't even seeing it. I'm going to go to drops first, although I'm not setting up a drop. What Mount Doomy just said, I don't know if I can. Yeah, we can make this larger. So for 100 wax, it's telling me that I'm going to be able to approximately mint 4,000 NFTs. Now, that sounds great. Like, well, that's a lot of NFTs. Yeah, it is, but you'd be surprised how fast you go through it. This here, yeah. Oh, I forgot my thing. I'm jacked. Back to my message. Oh, Marie Rex still does it. Oh, dude, I'm not even fronting. Like, I don't know when you tuned in, but I forgot to put RAM into the testnet account, and I went to go mint. And yeah, it happens. I wouldn't let it happen on a mainnet drop, dude. I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Mount Doomy says this is estimated. So that's estimated. Let me show you what I was talking about with the drops, right? With the mutable images. So it's because we didn't set an image at the template level. I'm not getting to that yet. First, we need to talk about authorized accounts. So this is saying that NFT blocks SD is not an authorized account, and to add it. And this is safe and that's cool because I know Nefty, they're good guys. So I'm going to go ahead and allow it. But here's the thing. I don't know where to find this on Nefty, so I'm going to use what I know. Where's it at? Where's it at, Rack? Is it sitting over here? Accounts? No, I'm not in the collection. Yo, Lunch Break with D. What up, my dude? Jam, we were just showing off your NFTs, dude. More info. Under more info, under your technical info, you have two account here. So where I'm at is the Explorer, the collection, and then the collection name. So basically, just to show you guys again how I got here, like you can click on any one of these, view collection. That's where you would go to see the authorized accounts. Why is this important? The notify accounts, I could tell you, are important because they can do things that are not necessarily always okay. For the most part, they are, but all a notify account is doing is letting another account know when an action like a transfer is called or something is received in, something happens on the smart contract, and you want to let somebody else know that that thing happened. This is where you would put the account that you're wanting to allow to receive those notifications. And the authorized are different now. So if you look, this collection here has theirs, right? They have the notify and whoever this Varial Lanzio is. And then they have Atomic Pack. So that tells me that they have they're set up to do pack drops on Atomic Hub because that's the contract you need there. And then as you can see, there's the three different Nefty contracts. So they're doing all of their creator stuff on Nefty. And I guess they have Atomic Packs as a backup. For example, if you look at, oh, that's still the testnet. Whoops. I told you that I would know the difference because of the shitty Firefox. I didn't know it there. Let's go see who's authorized on this. All right, so we got 8. Holy shit. Let's see what that is. All right, so main account, Atomic Drops, and Atomic Packs. Ooh, so I was anticipating doing both packs and drops, which I never have, never will. Nefty, and then I have some custom ones, right? So we have ticket.nftg. That's obviously our account, and it's a sub wallet or subdomain. This is 3DK renders blender. My point just being that anytime you're going to use a drop, a pack, a blend, or whatever, you're going to have to authorize the account. Most likely, if you want to do cool customized shit like how our redeem tickets work, you're going to need to authorize an account, most likely. And it's not super difficult to do. If you get to that point and you need help, just hit me up. I got you. Okay, so now we can create this drop, but let's see. I think I need to go here first. All right, yeah. So now let's add our promo and watch what happens when. Why is it not in there? What? Right, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not seeing? Why is it not seeing the goddamn NFTs? Do I need to set up a What the fuck? Am I in the right account? I'm sorry. Um, I don't know why this is tripping out. Need template to mint. Yeah, that's what I was trying to add. It needs what? Yeah, so they're all there. Plex, if you know what I'm doing wrong, dude, hop on in here and fix me. I knew this was going to happen because I haven't used these in a while, and although I know what I'm doing, I'm not super fluent with it because I don't do it all the time. Yeah, I think it's just bugging out, like it's not up to date yet. Yeah, I just refreshed. All right, so I'm fairly certain I need to go here first, and then add asset, and it sees promos. Why does it not fucking see this? I mean, it's under promos. Y'all saw me do it. All right, I'm just gonna skip this. I'm gonna go see if I can't make it the pre-mint packs instead. Where I was going with all of this, if you want to set up a single NFT drop with NFT where you set the template to a mutable image via omitting it at the template stage, you're going to get exactly that on the drop. You're going to get a drop that does not have an image, and it's going to look fucking stupid. It's going to look like, let me show you what it'll look like. I think I can. It's going to look something like that, but not without the red and the white. It'll just be this round corner rectangle with this color. We can get rid of this too. It'll be something like that. That's what your drop will look like next to everything else, and that's going to look stupid. Now, this is if it's a single NFT drop. There's a way around this, and the way that I would work around this would be I would put it into a pack because I'm so clever. I would just put it into a one NFT pack and do pre-mint. I don't think I think this should be removed, Rec. Do you agree with that? Since everything is free now, like yeah. I don't think mint on demand should even be allowed anymore. Like, it should be fucking illegal. It's so stupid. But yeah, I would just make a single NFT pre-mint pack, because then I can add the image to my pack and not worry about it not being on the template. I would just go create a new template, a new schema called packs, a new template under packs, put my image into the template so it's there, boom, and then put my mutable image NFT into that. It's an added step of opening the pack, but whatever. That's why everybody's here anyways, right? It's the addiction of opening things and maybe winning. That's why everybody's in NFTs, right? For the packs, obviously, I have to add the NFT packs. What do you think about my mint on demand for charity NFTs? No, yeah, there's use cases. I think that it's bad because it just encourages bad behaviors. Because obviously the one mints should be all of the low mints for that matter, should be highly valued. So what is that telling everybody? Go fucking destroy this drop launch. Like, go bot the shit out of it. And if you take that out of the equation, where it's random and anybody can get the 1 mint or whatever, then hey, Metasource Games, what up? How y'all doing? I don't have anything ready for you. Sound effects. We're doing some tech stuff. Thanks for joining us. We're in the middle of creating a pre-minted pool with the new Nifty tools. I think I left that part out. I didn't tell y'all that the staking limits have been lifted, and I think if we go take a look, I know Rec and I both, yeah. It was so if you didn't whale early, and you had to have whaled early, like during the initial whatever it was that we bought at, let's see. Oh, yeah, this was it here. So this used to be all locked at these staking levels at like 1,000, 10,000, 25,000, and 45. Damn. Yeah, BD. Which is unfortunate. There's been a bunch of times that Sandy and I have offered, like we saw somebody doing a mint on demand, and we were like, "Yo, like we'll spot you the stake NFT." You know, nobody ever took us up on it, which was, I don't know. Maybe that's just weird to hear. Like everybody always thinks that you're out to get something if you're being nice to them, but we were legit. Would rather take the risk of losing 45,000 NFT than see another fucking mint on demand drop. But it's whatever. So yeah, all of these are now opened up to everybody, which is super cool. We've been level 3 this whole time, bro. Do you know how many times we've used any of these? Like the shit that's specific to you? Like none, never. Yeah, dude. I don't think we've ever used any of these. Why do they open up to everybody now? I don't know the answer to that. I think something was coming. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You're gonna tell me that you just have to pay the 5,000 nifty shipping fee or something to get. Yeah, dude. I think you can see the stakings over in. Where can we see him? Oh, look at that. Castle's right there. Shout out. We're talking about them earlier too. Not my tokens, right? No. Rewards over here. Earn rewards. Yeah, there we go. So there's this now. They're currently sharing 25% of the secondary market fees, Grimace. So I know that I believe changed. I thought we would have a better percentage here, but we're only getting, and this was 0.88. I like that number better. But as you can see, we have quite a bit staked. In fact, humble brag. Let's go take up the NFT Royals. Ta-da! I don't know how far off second place is. We could probably unstake some, but it's all good. I like it that way. Anyways, all this shit is free now. That's amazing. We never took advantage of it. We just support the shit out of NFT because we love them. All right. Back to pre-minted packs. First thing I need to do, we'll default to this packs tab. I need to go to pre-minted pools because I need to set up how the packs are going to work. And I should have drawn up a diagram to help illustrate this because I'm probably not going to explain it very well. And Rec, if you hear me say something wrong, please correct me. The math on no, I don't. We were talking about that when Elsie saw how much we had staked. She's like, "Why is that not in blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Because first of all, we wouldn't move it because it might risk that number one NFT Royal spot. And that's really what's important. And then second, like I like the 25%. I think that's pretty dope. But anyway, click on pre-minted pools. I'm going to click add to pool, right? And so I just made a mistake when I was, before I came on the stream, and Rec will tell you that I was very colorful with how upset I was. And the mistake that I made was I named, not only did I name this wrong, I named it something like, test me lowercase, Sandy TD. I believe I tried to put all of my NFTs into a pool because that's what a pool sounds like to me. All right, like if I have a pool, there isn't, and I have two people, like, they don't get their one pool each, like they go swimming together. But the way that I'm doing these, um, the packs are going to come with one of each, right? So one Sani, one TD. So what does that mean? That means I need a pool for each. If it was coming with some random variation, like you could get two Sanis, you could get two TDs, or one of each, then they can go in the same pool. But because I'm being specific about what it's coming with, and you'll see where this will come into play when we get to slots, I have to set up a pool for, yeah, dude, that's right, cameras, that's fine. I have to set up a pool, right? So let's do that. Let's go to promos. Let's grab my Sanis, and it says add 25 assets to the pool. Adding to a pool is a permanent action. Oh shit. Yeah. So you know what? I guess that's why there was no delete. I didn't read that before. I gotta stop skimming, dude. You see how bad this is? Like, I totally didn't read that. I skipped it down to you're about to add 25 assets because I've trained myself that, like, the first sentence or two is rarely the important information. And here it was the important information. That's so funny. Okay, I double checked. Yeah. Let's be thankful we're on the testnet, because if this is wrong, we're okay. All right. I don't know if I could do it from that same screen, so I'm gonna leave and come back out. I don't trust that. It wasn't about to screw up. All right, I think I'm doing this right, dude. I'm kind of excited now. Let's add our TDs to it. Hell yeah, I double checked this time, and this is a permanent action. Let's go. All right. Now let's go to the packs and let's create a pack. I'm going to call this holiday. We'll just abbreviate Sani, and then we'll put TDs. Okay. I don't have a description. Thank goodness. Yeah, dude. All right. So now here's some things that are important now. Select pack template. God damn it. I forgot to make this. Y'all have to bear with me really quickly. We got to go back to our collection. We forgot to make our pack schema. So we're going to fly through this really quickly. Packs, we'll leave it like that. No, I'm not going to do it wrong. I'm going to do it the right way so you guys can see it. There should be a contents, I think, in my opinion. Again, I think there should be a contents attribute field that's text, and maybe even a description text field. Everything else is good. Go ahead and create it. And now remember what I told you guys about the template and the drops and all that. That means that I am going to want to set my image at the template level this time. There's only going to be 25 packs, and we want to make sure that they can burn and be transferred. And this pack was called Holiday Sani and TDs, and I think I have an image for this. Yeah, I sure do. If you're just joining us, I showed how I do mutable images, and I use a private gateway and the full URL. I found it's the fastest loading. If anybody's a dev out there that knows differently, I would love to hear how you're doing it. For the packs, we're going to make sure that we're setting at the template level, and then you're going to get 2 Sani and TDs, and description. We'll just type that out real quick. And yeah, it looks good, right? all of that stuff will now be immutable in the template. You cannot change it. And we're good. So we don't need to mint any of these. We just needed the template created. So now if I go back over here, probably have to refresh. Yeah, there we go. So boom. So now you guys see what it looks like, right? Had this been immutable, which I've been trying to tell y'all, there would be nothing here. It would look super stupid. Who made the art for your pack? So Daz did the original. So the original was a lot, it wasn't that much different. It had different artwork. It didn't have snowflakes and it didn't have the logo. It had something else. And so I went in and I pulled those out. I put the snowflakes on and the logo. And it's not good. I told somebody that, like, if I look at it, like, I'm not proud of the artwork, I can see that it was like a very fast and rushed, like, throw together job. But it is what it is. All right. NFTs. So our unlock date. Oh, I'm skipping the slots. So now the slots are results from pool, right? And what we want to do is we want to give them, I believe, 50%, right? How do I change this? Oh, I need to add another one. And then I think now I can change this. Oh, no. Why can't I change the probability? I guess because they're all the same. Never mind. That's not, I don't need to change this to 50 and 50. It's 100 and 100. They're definitely getting a Sandy and they're definitely getting a TD. Okay. That makes sense. Hold on 1 second. Dude, I don't know why you're fucking spamming. Like people are trying to learn here and you're being a dickhead and like, why? Yeah, show me what your NFT is. Can I see it? I want to see it. Yeah, show me your NFT. I want to buy it. Go ahead and paste the link. Show me what your collection is, please. Paste the link, dude. What's the collection name?